What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Chart Striker. This is your host, Dana. Hope all of you have had a good day so far. Um, Trades going well, paper trades or whatever it is. Hope all of you are doing fine. And we got a new subscriber before I keep on going. We got a new subscriber that I'm just gonna welcome. Daniel, welcome to the show. Glad you found your way here. Now we can continue with the rest. Okay, so guys, Bitcoin still held above the critical levels. Like it's a miracle. Like this support area right here, this one, this box, has proved me to be wrong twice now because I didn't think it would be this strong, okay? Because I considered this one being a bit stronger, but nevertheless, since we, take out all the factors when it comes to TA, I did speak about this level being support. And look at this strange move. Like we're still above it. We didn't close any daily candle below it still, okay? So this level, 16,541. Very important level, guys. Very important levels that we still haven't broken, because if we break this one, I told you guys, see eventually around 16.4 to 16.2, okay? Still sticking with that TA, but this support is still holding on. We are gonna zoom in and see that, the resistance we spoke about, well, I spoke about yesterday, has kind of acted as resistance. We will see if we break, above that level in this stream, but yeah, so far, daily, still managed to close above 16,541, okay? We closed at around 16,633, but we managed to close above this, level 16,541. Now, we do still have, negative momentum on the oscillators, like whether it be RSI or the MACD, like still looking, bearish pretty much. So we can zoom in, because when it comes to the daily level, guys, support is still the same. If we lose the bottom of this box around 16,541, lower we go, okay? So still the same, because the most critical area for the weekly close especially is around 15,859. We close anywhere below, even 16,200, I wouldn't be that confident, like for the bulls. But so far we're holding. Let's have a look at the 4-hourly. We got some, positive momentum starting to build. It started actually. MACD just went bullish as well. RSI still in the, more negative side, like the bearish side, really. Not even at neutral territories yet. We saw that the bears started losing, steam a little bit when we came to these levels. As you guys can see, we had some nice, divergence, like from, did we? Yeah, we kind of did, from this point to this point, like if you want to count it, like it's countable. But it really doesn't matter, because now I'm gonna give you the bad news, okay? On the hourly, like I mentioned yesterday, this should be, hold on, just saw this. Like I told you about, look what happened since then. We kind of got rejected at these levels like many times, yesterday. We're still not above this level. Like if we can at least, see an hourly close above $16,680, then we might go a bit higher. Now we're talking short time frames, right? We're talking about the shorter frames, not the long ones, okay? If we can see a close above $16,680 on an hourly frame, then eventually we can, come and test, the levels of 16,740 to 16,780 levels, like very possible, okay? But you have to take level by level. Right now, we got some support also around these levels right here, around 16,560-ish to 16,500-ish levels, like on the hourly. I'm talking about on the hourly, guys, so you do not confuse it with, some other things. Let me do this. Like really, it should be all the way here. $16,559 to $16,491. But on the hourly, guys, okay? Do not confuse it. I'm not talking about, long term right now or mid, mid. Just market. So we'll see what happens. But all in all, when it comes to Bitcoin, really, if you want to see, some good action, we really need to see a weekly close above at least, $18,770. A weekly close. Daily, we could start with, closing above the top of this box around $18,400, $18,500, around these levels. If you can close there, it could be a nice, start. But if you can only see a weekly close above $18,780, guys, then we can discuss, the levels of 20, 21,000, 20,000. Like until then, yeah, like one can trade it probably, one could trade it, on the hourly for hourly and so on. But if we're talking, stronger moves or bigger bounces or, harder, yeah, a hard bounce, like compared, to those pathetic moves we've been watching, since I spoke about the suckers rally. We're still gonna be, not witnessing anything that makes you go, wow, when it comes to Bitcoin yet, okay? Because, like, I don't know. I guess the yearly, at least, let's go to the 1 year chart and remove everything. Like, if we can at least, manage to close above $14,300 on the yearly, it would be better. But we have 2 days left. In 2 days, if things go south and the year starts off in a rashy way, okay, bad way, I don't know, like, just do not like how this is looking right now. Let's have a look at the index. Yeah. Like even on the 3-month chart, we're below critical levels, even on the 3 months chart. Yeah, guys, we've spoken about the levels that we could see if things go south for Bitcoin, as low as we've spoken about, 13.5 to 14. We've spoken about, the 11,000, dollars area as well. Like there's so many levels, but we'll take it step by step because like I said, if this yearly can at least, close above, let's say 14.3, 15.8, still wouldn't be the worst for Bitcoin, okay? Compared to what could happen if things go south in 2 days. So that's Bitcoin pretty much. So I'll move on to the next one. I think I've spent a decent time on Bitcoin now. We'll have a look at Ethereum next. Yeah, we're gonna be having a look at some altcoins as well. So, Ethereum, behold, it bounced at support. Like, look how, important those support bottoms and tops can be, because, the tops sometimes I use them as resistance. Depends on how the chart is looking. But look at this. Ethereum actually showing some sort of strength. Like, we still got some, negative momentum going on. Like, oscillators pretty much bearish. But remember the nice divergence that happened here? Then we got this, bump to the upside right here. It's 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 like, if you ask me, it doesn't feel like it's completely played out. It looks like it looking at the oscillators, but by the price action itself, like this was really one of the worst rallies when it comes to Ethereum. I mean, since we hit these levels, all it did was what? Go up like $72, something like that, and then just started losing steam. When we saw this before the dump came, we spoke about things looking a bit like it was in the favors of the bears, and now support is holding. We had a daily close with a green candle. Not that bad of a candle, really. We are starting, like, we have a weak bar on one of the oscillators. Let's see. For our looks like we're going, we're ranging just sideways right now. Yeah, looks like it. So we got this resistance around $1,206 that we need to break above, and then we got another one right at around 1,230-ish, 40-ish dollars. But we got this resistance we need to get above if we want to see a bit more continuation, and it's around 1,206. Oh, I was looking at the 3-hour chart. Well, it's not looking good right now. We got some bad divergence developing, even though it looked like the bears were losing, steam, lost steam. I can't say that the bulls got full control though. Looking at this, that 1,206 level is well, no, on the 4-hourly it's actually 1,200 and 13-ish dollars. If we can break above that level, it's eventually around 1,235, 1,000 240 maybe even, but until then can't do much with this. We do have some nice divergence, going on as well. But at the same time, if you want to see, the bad divergence that is building right now, that is not complete, building. The nice divergence has actually completed. That's another thing. So we could see, a bit more push because of that. But at the same time, there is bad divergence already building. And for it to be like invalid, we need a close above 1,230-ish dollars. 1,200, yeah, $1,230 on a 4-hourly candle, a close above that candle. Then we might see, a bit more rise. Actually, if that happens, we might actually maybe break this resistance that has been acting as a good resistance for a while now, since what, the 22nd? No, 23rd? No, 22nd of December. So we'll see what happens. Let's have a look at the hourly resistance right at 1,206 also. So for hourly, same. For hourly is actually around this level, but for the hourly it's around 1,206. And on the 4-hourly, we need a close above $1,213. We got some positive momentum, going on the 4-hourly. Daily, not that much. I already told you, but 4-hourly, we do have some positive momentum going on one of the oscillators. Like RSI is still, though, below neutral. Still, that can change if this nice divergence plays out. That can change if we get a bit more push, like at support. So that's Ethereum pretty much. The critical levels when it comes to Ethereum, it's around $1,167, okay? We see any daily close below that level, see eventually around 1,110 to 1,074 dollars. On the 4-hourly, we got some, if we close below 1,160, let's just say $1,165. On the 4-hourly, we do have some support around 1,150, 1,138. But if we lose that level on the 4-hourly, it's like if we do not find support around these levels, it's gonna respect the daily TA as well and just hit lower. So that's Ethereum. We can move on to the next one. Ripple. Okay, so it closed with a strong red candle. There's no divergence really, nothing I can take note of. Well, this action at resistance was not the best. Like it was, resistance got respected when it comes to Ripple. So it got hit, it got rejected, it came back down. But right now we are at support. And if we see any, daily close, if we see any daily close below 0.335, 0.338 levels, it's time to be cautious because chances are gonna be higher that we come all the way to 0.3, and if that breaks, we're talking about the daily time frame right now, 0.2871 for a start, because there are other levels. But yeah, like let's have a look at the yearly when it comes to Ripple as well. Now let's see if there's some other chart that's a bit older. That can be right. much better. Look, guys, on the early, even XRP is back to, it's very close to prior all-time lows. Very, very close. Who would have thought? Especially not the XRP army. I bet you're mad right now. You know, that $10 never really came. I know there are people out there that speak about, you know, $500 XRP and whatnot. Who knows? It happened sometime in our lives, but yeah, even XRP not looking, you know, the sharpest right now. Okay, back to TA. Trying to find the short-term moving averages. Hold on. So on the daily, moving averages are looking bearish, okay, when it comes to Ripple. Same thing here, except that the midterm still hasn't, you know, gone below the long term yet. But guys, yeah, like 0. By the way, by the looks of this, especially if we, you know, come back up and then we get rejected at these levels, like 0.3 area is not gonna be far ahead. Remove this one. So we are at support still. We gotta give that to Ripple on the daily. We still got, you know, some positive momentum on one of the oscillators. Our size still looking bearish. And we already have some bad divergence, like it can be invalid if we can, you know, get above, see a close above on the hourly above 0.347879, but until then it's there. I like this though on the 4 hourly. Nice hammer, but then again, it's not gonna mean anything if it pulls back down and then we see a close, a 4 hourly close below 0.336. There is no divergence really, no? Okay, 4 hourly. Resistance, first of all, we need to get above this level right here. Above 0.3559 on the 4 hourly. For it to probably, you know, come and retest 0.363 to 0.37 levels. That is if we can, you know, break above, because there is not much holding us like this. Let me look at the hourly. Hourly, you know, first we need to break 0.3477. We need to see a close above it. And if that happens, then on the hourly also, yeah, we need a close above 0.356 areas, guys. Like it's level by level, because if you're gonna play the market while it's, you know, correcting, then every level is actually important. Like the levels that you find are important. Okay, let me have a sip of my water, just a minute. And back. Okay. Daily though, if this support holds, see eventually around 0.3560, 0.357-ish. If you can see any daily close above, that level, eventually back at this resistance area again. 0.3681 to 0.37-ish. But for hourly, we got this. Now I can actually change it to yellow. Hold on. Oh, no need. Okay. For educational purposes, I'm gonna let it be changed, some other time. But yeah, that's the levels when it comes to XRP. Yeah, this resistance around 0.3477 on the hourly is important to be broken above. If that happens, then good. If not, since I do not like this strong red candle and we're losing, some, positive momentum, so there was this nice divergence when I told you guys about it. That's what, got respected amongst other things, and we went up. But right now, I don't know, not feeling confident for the bulls right now at the moment. Like if this support holds, fine, we'll see. But on the 4-hourly, yeah, we could see some type of push on the 4-hourly, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. 0.3477 needs to be broken first. Okay, next. Feels like I'm taking my time, but at the same time I'm going, deep through things. Not as fast as yesterday, but I'm gonna raise the tempo a little bit now. Let's have a look at what Bitcoin is doing, since it's at resistance levels, and it kind of got rejected. Like, I'm not gonna change my mind until we can break at least above 16,680. Like it's at critical levels, and looks like bulls are tired, just tired. Okay, sure, this support kind of held, perfectly. Looking at the 4-hourly, if you guys can see this, like I can just stretch it out, but you know what I mean. This support held perfectly, literally. But I don't know, we're still at critical levels. Like we need to break at least first of all. See a daily close above 16,000. Well, let's just say 17,056. That area where we got rejected so many times. But right now, yep, not gonna say much. This stream is not about my opinion, so whatever. Well, about my opinion, but TA wise, like not what I want you to think, because I'm thinking a certain way, Just trying to give you unbiased TA as usual. Okay, Dogecoin. Yeah, today we're taking it before some other altcoins, just because it's I see that it's green in my watch list, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? So Dogecoin, guys, still holding this support, like still 0.06963. No daily close, below it. I did say if we, go any lower below this, we might come to these levels, which we are right now. But if we see a close below this one, right here on the daily, Really not much holding us until these levels, 0.06 to 89. On the 4-hourly though, we could see some other support around these levels, which is around 0.0677 to 0.0655. Like, might be strong, maybe some demand could come in and then we don't see these levels, but it's more likely that we could see it right now. But right now it's showing that, good news, it's showing that the bears are a bit tired at critical levels, okay? We got some nice divergence on top of that. On one of the oscillators, actually, no, both of them in some ways, so keep that in mind as well. Okay, so that's what, 2-3 factors that's in favor of the bulls. So let's talk resistance and support now. So on the daily, there is some resistance around these levels, 0.074 areas. Okay, we need to see a close, a daily close above at least 0.0737. Okay, if you can see that, we could see it come to these levels. Okay, around 0.0755 to 0.077 areas, very possible. On the 4-hourly, we got resistance around 0.07319 levels, guys. Let me just flip this because I think the main resistance for the 4-hourly might be around these levels, 0.0751. Let's see. Let's see if the fib agrees or disagrees. 0.0753, okay, very close, very, very close. But right now, even on the 4-hourly, I see that the bears are a bit tired. But if we break this level, excuse me, even on a 4-hourly candle, it's really not the best, okay? But bears are looking tired. There is some sort of, nice divergence as well that's developing. MACD just turned bullish on the 4-hourly. Okay, we need to get above this level on the 4-hourly. Like, first we got this resistance around these levels. Then we need to break this. So, the support levels when it comes to Dodge, the resistance we need to break above, for us, to see these levels at least. And then, of course, next step is if this resistance gets broken, see eventually around these levels on the 4-hourly. But daily, yeah, not much holding us until like these levels first, around 0.0737 to 0.074-ish levels. And then it's really this level around 0.07758. Nothing else. So Dodge also done. We've had a look at what Bitcoin so far, Ethereum so far, Ripple as well, ALTCOIN. Okay, let's have a look at. Just wanna see what Ethereum is doing at the same time. Remember what I said? 1,206 needs to be broken above because we are at resistance. Like, we keep on being rejected. I'm talking about the 4 hourly, by the way, and the hourly. But daily, it was kind of looking, okay-ish, like with this line right here. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, those of you watching, the streams, that that's why it's I say what I say about, the shorter frames and so on. But we got rejected at these levels, like until we can break above 1206. Like if I was in a short, I'd be comfortable still, until I see that some levels, are broken. And I'm talking about the shorter time frames, like we're talking about the hourly, not, days and I don't know what. Okay, next. Maybe take maker some other time. Let's have a look at Solana. Today wow. This was some action right here. Like, this is, I can't say this is some bad action. Problem is, look, there's a fight going on. Market is kind of confused, okay? I guess, I'm not sure, but I'm guessing, because I read this and I was like, damn, this guy's, hold on. So SBF could be selling more cryptos shortly after his bailout. And I was like, could... Look at this. The price, I was thinking to myself, could Solana, Ethereum, and, these altcoins, get affected? And then I read this. The Alameda research wallets are active after the bailout of SBF. The community discusses the possibility of SBF selling crypto from Alameda wallets. The price of Solana, Lido, Matic, and Aptos plummet upon the activation of these wallets. So I was like, okay, so we got some traders in one hand taking, opportunity of this. And then we got SBF and gang doing some other things, on the side. Now, looking at Solana, I kind of see where the confusement is kind of coming from. Like, it's not that hard to see right now. Look, we got some nice divergence, weird enough, but we got some nice divergence building on the daily, okay? On both oscillators, we got the market confused. Now, do not confuse this with the, the target is gonna be weak around $12. That's not what I'm saying. We still have that, resistance around, well, right now it's between 11.1 to $12, really, because yeah, we need to break above, below this level, as above this level first, okay? And before that, 10.4. Do not forget 10.4, but that's on the 4 hourly. But market is confused on the daily, and the nice divergence. So take that with you, okay? Take that with you, and let's have a look at the 4 hourly. Look at this. Look at this volume that came in. Interesting. But are we being, kind of rejected around 10.4? Yeah. So we need to see a 4 hourly close at least above, 10.4 to 10 point, well, 10.4 for a start. But we got some major resistance on the 4 hourly when it comes to around $10.8. A lot of resistance is building for Solana as price goes down, guys, like a lot. 4 hourly, bears got tired, but at the same time, they're trying to push price down. Let's have a look at the Western. Okay. Like, there is no divergence. There's no divergence that I can see on the 4 hourly time frame. All I see is some volume came in. It hasn't been this high since the 10th of November, so some volume came in, sure. But oscillators pretty much still bearish. We already got some bad divergence in a building. I almost missed that one. We already have some, bad divergence building. Like, it's gonna be invalid if we can, see a close 4 hourly close above $11.15. But until then, it's there, guys. It's there. Yeah, so Solana, the resistance, and when it comes to support, it's still pretty much, around these levels. I did say 7.6 to 6.95. We came all the way to what, $8? Not that far, but so support is still around these levels. If we close any 4 hourly or any hourly candle, 4 hourly most importantly, if we close any candle below this level, 6.95, guys, see you again. Like, eventually, like I said before, I'm saying it again, they are on like $5, 5.2. That's Solana. So let's move on to the next one. Just write down which ones we have a look at. So Solana done, Ripple done, Dodge done. And we move on. Guys, if you find value in the contents, do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell. Engage. It's one way to spread this channel. Like, it's getting a lot more viewers. Thank you, all of you. Like, I'm glad you find your way to the channel, and hopefully you find value in it also. That's the most important part. Hopefully you find it, to be educational. Okay, next. We also had a look at Dogecoin, right? Yep. Zen. It's time for Zen. Let's go. So on the daily, unfortunately, it did not, work out the way, like one of the ways I said, if this happens, then it's gonna be good. That didn't happen, so not looking the best right now. Okay. Market was obviously confused. Now we have some, hard resistance around the levels of, well, 7100 areas. Okay, 7100 areas. If you can see a close above it, like, if you can see a close above 7585 on the daily, okay? Even better, 8125. if you can see a close, you know, above this box in short, like I said, not much holding us really until these levels right here. There's not much like, but right now we are at resistance levels. I did say it yesterday also. Thing is, yesterday we had a breakout. We had a candle close, you know, above this area right here, which is critical levels. Problem is there was no follow through. There was no follow through. At the same time, I kept on, you know, talking about, you know, things looking very overboughtish. It was in the overbought, you know, area. And I did also speak about, you know, the bad divergence that is gonna, you know, probably it could play out if we do not break above 745, you know, 77500 areas, which we didn't either yet. If that happens, we'll see. We need a close above this level. So this critical level is still critical. We need to see a close above it. We need to see some follow through as well. Not, you know, something like this. We just, you know, close once and then, you know, we close below, and then since then, look here. It's been acting as resistance, literally. Look, here, here, here again. So it's kind of confirming, yeah, it's resistance, you know, it's resistance. It's not like it, you know, went up and it got rejected here, you know, 3 times. It got rejected here many times. And since the market is fighting right now on the daily, I'd be a bit cautious since we are at resistance levels still, okay? I'd be cautious. Right now, I'd be cautious then. You know, when I think the probabilities are much higher that we will see a breakout, I tell you, looks good, looks fine, looks, you know, awesome. But when it's looking the way it is right now, I'd be cautious because we are at resistance levels, and I won't be, for example, if I was to take a long here, I'd definitely stop myself from doing it because it wouldn't make sense. Time for that was here. I'd be thinking of, you know, a short if something. Now we're talking about, you know, hypothetical trades, guys. So not confuse it with something else. Okay, we're just talking hypothetical. Then yeah, I'd wait for some signs, like to see, you know, some more well, actually, looking at this, it's not looking the best. The fact that we are being rejected at resistance over and over, like it's not what you want to see. Yeah, if we get rejected a few more times here, like I'd rather go short, wait for it, you know, to come back to support areas around these levels, see if there's, you know, any strength around these levels. We're talking, you know, on the hourly, 4 hourly, okay, not daily, I'm talking about the short to mid-term ranges, okay. Come back to these levels, then maybe, you know, think about something else. But right now, I wouldn't be hyping these levels. You know, I wouldn't be hyping the bulls because it's looking like dailies telling me like there are some warning signs telling us that the market is confused. And for hourly, like we are being rejected again at this level, and hourly pretty much the same, okay. We need to see an hourly close now, 4 hourly close at least above 6771, at least from this level to this level. Then one could be a bit more comfortable, but with the long. But right now, I'd Wait it out. It was a very nice rally since the breakout of the resistance around these levels, like 130%, even to just, the resistance level that I spoke about. 100% is not bad in, was it 5 days? It was 5 days. I should change the title to 5 days. Hold on. Yep, that's actually 3 days. Nope. Okay, because yeah, this was a nice move. Actually, if I do not count this day, it's actually 2 days. Darn it, 2 days. Okay, so this was a nice move from, the bottom at support levels. Can't complain really. Support around these levels. We'll see what happens. If we lose this one, straight down we go to these levels, okay? 3209. So yeah, that's Zen. What else now? Oh, by the way, guys, by the way, FTX, well, FTT is at 0.86. Just wanted to say that. Now we can move on. Okay. So next, Litecoin. Still holding support. Like this should be yellow. No. Still holding support levels on the daily. Like it's still holding, okay? It's still holding these levels. We still haven't closed below $65. If we do 62-ish to $60 is not far. If we do, that is if we do. If we close below this one, eventually first, hovering around these levels, and more likely we will see, 62 to $60. On the daily, there is some nice divergence still building, still developing, so it's still not, invalid. Nothing like that. Like it can come, it doesn't mean it can't come all the way, lower, as long as it doesn't close really below $56. Okay, well, $50 if you want to be a bit more conservative, then it's fine. Until then, it's fine. But I'm getting this. Well, it's not. It's not really an HNS, no. But the fact that we are being, rejected at resistance again, all support, new resistance around $70.59 is not the best sign, but we are holding support. Let's zoom in a bit more. Okay, good. Bears are a bit tired, but problem occurs because we do have this resistance around I bet it's on the hourly as well. Yep, around $68, okay, that we need to get above for us to go a bit more higher, at least, see that $70 on $70.5 on a daily be broken, so we can, move a bit higher, a few dollars higher, but doesn't matter if I think the range is, you know, small, like there's a small difference between the ranges. I still have to give you my unbiased TA. On the 4 hourly, there is no divergence whatsoever. Even on this hourly, guys, $67 to $68 is kind of big thing. We need to get above it. We need to get above it. So you can see some more, like a little, okay, it's another, you know, pathetic rally, but a little rally. All in all, on daily, if you want to see a move that's like gonna give the price a push, a rise, we need that close above $81, you know? A daily close above $81. Okay, that would do something. Until then, it is what it is. Now, weekly is over in 2 days and 23 hours, just like the yearly. Like, I can't believe the year has gone so fast. This year just blinked away. So that's Litecoin, really. Not much to add there. Yeah, that nice divergence is still there, guys. Still there and developing. For hourly, bears look like they are losing momentum. They're getting weaker. Still pretty much, you know, bearish oscillators, but they are definitely getting a bit weaker. Like, we got this resistance on the hourly, just real fast. Here's your first hourly resistance. So unless we can see an hourly close above this one, I don't think we'll see that 4 hourly, you know, resistance, you know, being hit. Like, old support now turns into new resistance. I can just, you know, turn this to blue as well now. So that's ADA. Hourly resistance, we need to break above $0.2484. That would take us a bit higher to these levels. And then we need a 4 hourly close above 0.2574 to see the next levels around, you know, 0.265-ish areas, okay? You can come also as high as these levels, 0.2686 to 0.2715. And when it comes to support, really, it's pretty much the same that I said, same thing I've been saying past weeks. That hasn't changed at all. When it comes to the daily, resistance around these levels, like if we close any daily candle above below 0.23, 5-ish levels, guys. Okay, if that happens, eventually around these levels, 0.23. If we close below this one, the top of this box, so eventually around these levels, the bottom of this box. And if that breaks, (0.17 to 0.14 is not far ahead. But on the 4-hourly, I could see that the bears are a bit tired. We got, look, a little bit of buy pressure coming in, just a little bit. But also on the 4-hourly, if we close anywhere below 0.242-ish levels, let me just do this. Like we could go lower, and retest probably 0.239-ish to these levels. Wouldn't be that shocking. But this is more of a daily support, but yeah. So this one is really unnecessary. I'm just trying to make a point, but you guys get it. Important level is around 0.2399 or 0.24 to these levels. If this doesn't hold, it's lower we go. So that's Cardano, pretty much. Yeah. On the hourly, we need to see a close above at least 0.246467, to disrespect this bad divergence that is developing in one of the oscillators, guys. Okay, so that's Cardano in short. The support levels, the resistance levels. So we move on. You see, resistances are being, resistance areas are being respected. And what do you know, guys? It's you start dancing around, I guess, right now. We'll see if 16, well, on the hourly, if we close anywhere below 16,596, lower we go. That's going to be the first confirmation. Okay, we got this bad divergence that developed as well on the hourly. Like, bears must be enjoying those pathetic rallies, corrections, or whatever, because not been much to clap for. Okay, guys, just gonna get some cup of tea or something. We'll be right back. I'll keep the 10-minute chart on. And we'll continue with some altcoins, probably. Yeah. be right back. And back, guys. Okay, let's have a look at B chain. It's been a while. We've had a look at it. Where is it? Where? There you go. Okay, guys. V chain is like at very bad, like it's at critical levels. It broke below this area right here, which we spoke about. We spoke about this a while ago. The 0.01648 level, okay? And it retested it as resistance, and then it failed to get above it. So what happened? We continued to come down. So V-chain, like all in all, looking at the weekly, I can't say the bears are tired yet. Looking at the monthly, it's even worse. Like, you guys know what I think when I see a chart like this? So the levels of this area right here, 0.01342, if we break that, see eventually around 0.01085-ish, to 0.0982-ish levels, okay, very easily, because there's not much, like, I'm talking about, daily support levels right now, and by the way things are looking, it doesn't look like the daily is slowing down right now. I mean, bears do not look like they're slowing down. If we already closed below 0.01580, okay, after breaking this, well, failing to break out of this resistance right here, fine. And it's still continuing, guys. It's not looking like, I can't say like something so positive looking at this, you know, this action right here, the PA. But on one of the oscillators, we do have some nice divergence going on right now. On one of the oscillators, I repeat, okay? On the 4-hourly, fine, there is some nice divergence going on. In one of the oscillators, but let me have a look at the moving averages. Let me have a glance at my other screens. Hold on. Very bearish. Daily moving averages looking very bearish, guys. And I'm looking at the shorter time frames. This one as well, with my own settings, it is also bearish, as you guys can see, witness. For hourly is like, look guys, easily. If we break this level on a 4-hourly, it's very likely we could continue down because bears were kinda losing steam. But look what happens every time they lose a bit of steam, you know? The bulls try their best and then they get hammered down by the bears again, okay? Like, we got this resistance level around these areas that you guys need to be aware of if this support holds on the 4-hourly, that is. Between 0.01597 to 0.01621, if we can see even, I think even an hourly, yes, indeed. Even an hourly candle close above this one, then eventually we can come back to retest, you know, this old resistance area right here, but it's not looking the strongest, guys. And we have this, you know, bad divergence growing, like developing on the 4-hourly chart. So that plus how the weekly and the monthly is looking like, I don't know. We'll see how it closes, of course, in 2 days. But right now, for the bulls, I wouldn't feel that confident. There's still, you know, some sort of sell pressure going on. Like, volume is dead, pretty much dead. Like, the highest it was on the 8th of November, looking at recent, you know, times. But that's it. It was also sell pressure coming in then. So we'll see if this support holds, okay, on the daily. If the support around 0.015, well, it doesn't look like it right now, but 0.015 areas, okay? If the daily doesn't close below that one, fine, we could see this, you know, nice divergence that is trying to build, you know, probably play out. But until then, we have to give it some more time. Looks like we have to give it some more time, but like, talking about the macro time, it's not looking the best, guys. Look at the monthly. Like, monthly is looking bad, real bad. Yeah, it might be a bit difficult to believe, but levels of 0.01 to 0.00865 could be seen on VeChain. Could be coming. So that's VeChain. Like, I think it's not that relevant for me to talk about, you know, higher resistance levels or profit taking levels right now, because it's just Let's at least, you know, break above this level right here, and then you guys can remind me so we can go back and have a look at VeChain. But right now, can do much with this except tell you what could happen, you know, in the near future. Otherwise, yeah, it's looking like a bummer, guys. So that's VeChain. So far we've had a look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Dogecoin, Zen, Cardano, of course, Solana, LTC, VeChain. Let's see, next. Maker. I was having a look at it earlier today. I don't know if I should get into it or not, but do you guys realize Maker is very, very close to the all-time low? Like, very close. It's literally $100 away, you know, at max $200. Very, very close. And on top of that, the oscillators, yeah, one of them is already bearish, but this one hasn't even begun yet. On top of that, like the only way like the bad divergence, you know, that developed or is developing, like it's gonna start, you know, to happen, like it's gonna start to be respected if we see, you know, red bars here, but like until we see close above what, 2002 $2,300, which is a long way to go. It is gonna be there, guys. Okay, so these the levels of $2,300, important levels. We're talking about long term now, macro. Okay, on the daily, let's see now. There's some nice divergence that developed and played out in a pathetic way. Okay, not that strong at all. We do have some nice divergence on the daily, you know, as well. Here's looking a bit tired. Same thing on the 4-hourly. There is no divergence though on the 4-hourly, guys, none. And our first resistance for Maker on the 4-hourly would be around these levels right here. Actually, I should throw a box instead, but somewhere around these levels. Around 536-ish areas. If we can see a 4-hourly, you know, close above this one, yeah, then eventually we can come back and retest, you know, prior levels, you know, 551 to 573 areas possible. But until then, can't say much. Let's first break out of this resistance right here, Maker, and see that this support actually holds, because on the weekly there is not much saying that we can't go there. It's gonna be a different story if this week, if we start, you know, seeing the bears losing more steam on the daily, it's gonna affect the weekly then. And if the support holds, if we do not close below, you know, $480 on the weekly, That's also nice. Not only on this weekly, could be next week also, but I'm just saying on a weekly frame. Okay? So that's maker. Until we break, out of this level right here. On the daily, it's different, resistance. It's around $544. But if we can at least, break above $530, $7, more likely we will see that $544, and it could be broken. It could be broken. Then the next area to keep an eye on is between 551 to 570 something dollars. So that's maker. Like, I could talk about higher levels, but let's take it step by step. No need to rush it, right? Let's see what else. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, hit that like and subscribe and share. It's a way to get around the algorithm, YouTube algorithm, so it pushes the channel a bit more. So yeah, that's really maker. There is one level I'd like to pinpoint, which is interesting, because if that happens, we will see a shift. And when I say a shift, we will see higher prices. That is if the daily closes above this level right here, $661, then we could see it happen. Okay, next. Now let me leave you with, we are at support when it comes to maker, and we're looking a bit tired on the 4 hourly. Do not confuse it with the weekly and so on. Daily also looking the same. Bears looking tired. Okay, let's move on to the next one. We haven't had a look at BNB today, right? So we still have this nice divergence on BNB, still building. But you remember yesterday I told you guys we need to see at least the daily close above this outline. And even if we do, there is this 4 hourly resistance right here. Okay, between $247 to $251. Like, if we can break above it, if we can close above it, we could see levels of $264. But we're taking it step by step, right? Support held so far, fine, but it's just going sideways. Like, again, still not much has changed. Monthly, not looking that it's looking terrible on the monthly. Sideways action. Look, if we lose levels off on the daily, if we get anywhere below $235 to $230, to be a bit more conservative, $230, then chances are much higher that we dip back down to 220 or 212, much higher. And if we lose this level, I told you guys, like below $200 is very much possible. Okay, but right now we're just ranging still pretty much the same as yesterday. Not much going on. So support around these levels. We break this on a 4 hourly candle, see eventually around these levels right here, $235, $230. And resistance, we need to get above this top of the box, $251, to see a bit more push to at least 264-ish. Like, there's not much going on the daily. It's pretty much the same. If we can see any close above $260 on a daily, well, to be a bit more conservative, would be even better if we can see a close on a daily candle close, $266. Above that one, would imply that we could go a bit higher to at least, 285-ish to 292, not even 300, dollars, very possible. But until then, so this level of $266, it's kind of important, for the daily candle close, for a daily candle close, not the, okay, not this one. Any daily candle close above that one would imply that it's more likely that it will go higher, okay? So that's BNB. Okay, I guess I'm gonna call it a show, guys. We've been live for an hour and a half, gone through Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Maker, Dodge, Zen, BNB, Cardano, Solana, Litecoin, VeChain. And if you guys, want me to have a look at something else, just let me know in the comment section. Just write it down, and I'll prepare it for the next stream. Like, I'll choose the one. I'll either choose one randomly if there are a lot of, requests, or I'll just choose the one that's most popular, okay? Yeah, clearly Bitcoin got rejected again. Like this resistance, you see, got respected. Okay, guys, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you putting your time and energy, watching the shows as well. Hope you find value in it. And if you do not forget to subscribe, like, and hit that bell, just a push motivation for the channel. And hopefully, I'll see you on the next one. Until then, take care and good night.